Welcome to a new episode of What If with DJ Zach and guests on K-Poppin'. We've all done it before, sat there and asked ourselves, or somebody around us, what if? So a full hour of everybody's perspective on the what if of the day with our fun duo, Joel and Priscilla in studio. What's up?
Hey! What if my nose wasn't clogged? Who knows? Because it's really clogged right now. Oh.
He ran into the studio. I was like, do that. I was like, what? He was like, do you have your allergy pill? I was like, yeah. And I gave him some allergy medicine.
Her allergy medicine is like occasionally this happens. I was in there earlier talking about Priscilla. I was like, okay, I'm miserable right now. Like, if she doesn't have this, I am in big trouble.
She goes, I'm going to go ask Nuna for some meds.
Isa Nuna's the kind of person that if you're like, hey, do you have a Band-Aid? Do you have a stint for my broken finger? Anything, she'll have it in her
that's
purse.
our mangne. I don't have that kind of stuff. Pills are my expertise. If you need painkillers or if you need allergy medicine, I have you.
Our team's got everything.
I need those two. Whenever I go on any trip or anywhere with me, on my person at all time, painkillers and allergy medicine.
I have to suture a wound. Do you guys have a suture kit? Like, they got everything.
I think my team probably has. Other than that, yeah, I don't. That I used at the peak of the pandemic because we still had to come to the studio. Like I had hand sanitizers and sanitized like wet wipes and stuff like that. I had all of that in my bag.
Really?
Now I don't have them anymore.
Did you used to carry a bunch of masks, like different new ones?
No, I
really?
haven't. I have so many new ones in the car.
Really?
Just in case.
During COVID, I wore the same mask until like the string fell off, like, or it was completely covered in makeup or something, like, you know what I mean?
I mean, I didn't wear mine more than once, but no. But even now, when you go to the doctors, some hospitals ask for the mask to be on. So if I have to go to the doctor for whatever reason, I go to my ENT quite often. So I always have them in the car just in case.
You're lucky. See, I should do that, but then I always have to run to a Yakuk and buy one because they won't let me in. So I have to go buy a new one every time. Crazy.
Well, considering all the horror stories I've been hearing from the U.S., I mean, I'm loving Korea.
Oh, please.
But being back and forth a little bit more than we are, Priscilla, I would have to say that Korea is way more convenient for you, like on the aspect of like healthcare.
Oh, yeah.
As well.
I recently got my healthcare.
So really?
This year, I got kicked out of my dad's insurance because I'm 26 now.
Oh, I know how that is.
I was like, oh, man.
I was straight off of that, my dad's Medicare thing too, yeah.
And because I have a visa in Korea now, you have to be here for 6 months in order to get one. I was here for 6 months. So I finally have insurance here. There's just like a sense of like, I don't know how to describe
belonging.
it. But yeah, belonging. It's like
one of us.
But I mean,
I'm one of them.
the insurance, like when I first got to Korea, my Korean friends, when they heard how much I was paying for doctor visits, they were freaking out about how much I was paying. And I was like, compared to the States, even with insurance, it's like a tenth of the price.
Yeah, you kidding? You get a paper cut over there, it's like 10 grand. It's ridiculous.
Seriously. So, even when I didn't have insurance in Korea, if I went to a doctor's appointment, it would be like 3만 won, like $30 for the visit. Now with insurance, it's like $7.
Really? Because I've been wanting to do like a hospital tour ever since I got my insurance.
Oh, what?
Because like the doctors here, if you tell them you don't have insurance, they're like, oh, it's gonna be expensive.
But it's like not expensive compared to
but
the
when
States.
you do,
because even if you do have insurance in the States, it is expensive.
Yeah.
Like when I was under my mom's insurance in the States, I went to the doctors for a cold and I paid $60 just for the doctor appointment.
Really?
And that's not with meds included.
You got to be kidding me.
It's like
with under insurance.
Did they do anything for you?
No. I didn't even get a shot. In Korea, at least I get a shot.
Yeah, no, here in Korea, you got a cold, you go over there, they get that thing and they spray something in your tonsils. And then they're like, all right, pull down your pants, we're going to put a shot in your butt. And they do.
Yeah.
They do.
And it's all like, I'm not going to say free, but really cheap,
Yeah, even without insurance, it was cheaper. But anyways, we're not talking about that today.
Oh, we're not? Oh. Oops.
Oh, wait, maybe we need to do a topic on health insurance. Today, it's Parents' Day today in Korea. So we got so let me explain something for our listeners today. The question, the what if question, the reason why our what if question came up and then the skit do not add up today.
Wait. You're saying the skit does not add up to the topic? Okay.
So this is what happened. So today is Parents' Day, right?
Right.
And so our staff wanted to take off of the Korean film Apanentar. So what happens is it's like a Freaky Friday Korean version where the dad is a single dad and the daughter switch bodies.
Okay.
So that's the movie. And then, it's a turning of events where the daughter is about to go on her like first date as like in high school, where her dad is now trying to get back into the dating game. And so they kind of they wake up one morning, they're in each other's bodies and they get a better understanding of like what it's like to be a single dad and what it's like to be like, a 16-year-old in Korea and stuff like that. So that's where the what if you woke up in someone else's body question came from.
Okay.
But the skit is just a skit about a parent and a child.
Okay.
So
Wait, hold on. Who plays the child? I forgot. I was looking at this earlier.
you.
Of course
You
I
play
am.
the child. I play the
next door
adult.
ajumma.
I play the adult. More like the halmoni, I think, today. Not so much of like the kid, but like the halmoni. I'm going to be a little more older, I think. But that's why. The reason why it's kind of all over the place today is because we wanted to try to focus on Parents' Day. And that's where like the switcheroo came out of. So from the source of the movie, what would happen if you woke up in not specifically your parents' body, but if you're in another body?
Could I choose?
Yeah, you can. But that's where the what if came from, to make it a little bit more broader for our listeners. And then the skit just was a not so heartwarming Parent Day skit.
Oh, okay.
But it's Parents' Day.
No. Happy Parents' Day. My
Happy
parents live in
Parents'
America
Day.
though, so
Mother's
Day's next week.
Do you do this week?
This week. Isn't it the 12th? Or is it the...
This Sunday is the 12th.
Oh, thanks. God forbid I missed that.
Do you celebrate just Mother's Day and Father's Day separately?
Yeah. I do it the American way because
Okay.
like my parents live over there and stuff.
What do you do for them? If you don't mind me asking.
Nothing because I live here.
Really?
I call them.
Okay.
Oh, actually, this year, me and my brother, I sent my brother money, and I was like, all right, since my dad's birthday and Mother's Day are like one day apart, so we just do them together. So I gave my brother a bunch of money, and I was like, all right, we both put in for something. Go on Amazon and send them something for me because like I can't send stuff from here. Like it's too far and it's
That's
too
true.
expensive. So
Right.
I was like, you do it, I'll give you money. So that's all I do pretty much.
Priscilla, do you go for the Korean Parents' Day or do you go for Mother's Day, Father's Day?
We mix it up.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
So we do Parents' Day, and we also do Mother's Day and Father's Day.
oh,
So
So it's like they want everything.
They want everything.
They want everything.
Are you doing anything special tonight?
Tonight, no, because they've been a little busy. They're back in the U.S. right now as well, so
Oh, okay.
it's kind of like shh, don't mention it.
is there anything that your parent like they request as a gift? I know that sounds weird, but
No, but sometimes they do. Like when there's usually nothing going on around the time. It depends on how busy they are. If they're busy, it's kind of just like, oh yeah, let's get dinner together. But if there's nothing going on, my mom would like tuck me a little bit, like, what are you getting me for Mother's Day?
oh, my mom does that too.
I'm like, Mom, what do you want?
My mom always wants one of two things. She wants Costco gift card or crisp Benjamins. One of the two. You know what I mean? As in $100 bills. Yeah, that's what.
I was like, what, Benjamin?
So I was like, let's, I'm from about that life, so but yeah. So I just like, you know what? Let's do something different this year. To my brother, I was like, let's buy something on Amazon.
Okay.
I don't know what he got her though. How about you?
Flowers were always so my mom being a Korean mom, working in the salon, the best thing I could do was get the most flamboyant flowers, the most
really?
obnoxious flamboyant flowers.
Big sunflowers.
Well, she loves them.
Really?
Yeah, she loves sunflowers. And so like whenever I would get the bouquet, I would never get like the more cutesy, like round, more, I would get exotic flowers, like the ones
Venus flytrap or
no, those kind, but like more
Exotic.
tropical ones, like ones that would kind of keep better at her desk. Bigger ones, like sunflowers too, if they had them. And so yeah, I would actually have a local florist on, not speed dial, but like I would have a local florist that I would reach out to yearly for like birthdays and like Mother's Day and stuff like that. And so
That's sweet.
I would have them send them flowers.
Well,
stuff like that.
I tried to buy my mom flowers once, and my mom's the kind of person that's like, "Why you buy this? Waste money." Like she wants to,
Well,
you know
my
what I
mom
mean?
is like that too, but then it's the street cred she gets at the salon because
yeah.
it goes to the salon and everybody gets a chance to see that. Whenever they sit down at her chair, like there's big old flowers, like oh my god, who got you that? I was like, my mom loves just bathing and all of that. So,
Aw.
so
Sweet.
I don't know. Well, wait. I'm getting so confused because we're talking about Parents' Day and then we're also talking about body switching.
So
Sorry.
if you could wake up in somebody else's body, who would that be?
Oh my gosh. Do you have one?
I wouldn't mind waking up or switching with my twin brother. I think that'd be really cool.
Really?
I think a lot of girls want to be in a man's body for once.
I think everybody, even the most macho of dudes, would be like, "No, man, I like being a man." But I'll bet you that it's crossed their mind and they're wondered. Before.
You know what?
You know what I mean?
Joel,
I'm not like that. I swear.
Are you sure?
I would love to switch bodies. I hate that I would say this to you.
Uh-huh.
I would love to switch bodies with you when I'm on that time of the month. Just so you could know.
You
They
know,
need to experience
Yeah,
it.
men need to experience what it's like. I've been seeing these period simulators. That is a different type of pain. The pain that they are giving you with that simulator is like what we get for Bulitiro. It's that zapping type of feel. That's not what a period feels like. The amount of cramp. Even us girls, when we start talking about our different types of cramps and how we hurt,
It's all different.
It's all different.
Really?
The spectrum is some people are like, it's not too bad. And then some people are like, I can't even get out of my bed.
And then some people, it's not just one area. For some people, even for me, one month it's like my back hurts. 1 month my stomach hurts. Some people vomit
Yeah.
because the pain is so intense. Some people literally have to stay in bed for the entire time that they are having their cycle. Even us girls, we can talk hours about the pain.
Some people, they can't even go to school.
Yeah.
Really?
They're in so much pain.
Listen, you guys are painting this picture, and this is just based off the things you guys are saying, but being a girl sounds like it sucks.
It does.
It really does.
It does.
Whenever my friends, they're like, "Oh man, I'm on my period. I'll be right back. I have to go to the bathroom." I'm like, you know what? I'm so glad that I'm a guy. I mean, no offense. It sounds really terrible. You guys are painting horror stories here.
They say a woman has 1 week per month where we're just good.
Normal.
Our hormones are normal.
So there's the pre-cycle hormones, then there's the post-cycle hormones.
There's
during.
during.
During. And so there's literally 1 week out of the entire month where we're quote unquote good.
You guys have perpetually have something going on, always. Oh, that stinks. I'm sorry.
And I feel I've seen a lot of tattoo artists make this TikTok and reel, but the pain tolerance definitely is different for men and women. I've been seeing a lot of male tattooists or any tattoo artist saying that a lot of their female clients will just sleep through some of their really intense sessions, whereas guys would be like,
I had a bladder infection once.
oh yeah.
I came in the studio. I was like, I can't walk.
No, but
Is there anything like that?
I give him so much credit because literally he was just like, do not, I just came from the ER. I was like, excuse me? And then he was just like, I need to go back. I'm just like, why did you come? He's like, oh, because I had to come. I was like, no, ER is level of do not, you don't have to come to the, if you call us from the ER, Pidinim and I will understand. I will do the show by myself. I don't care. You do not have to come.
Oh my goodness.
But he came in the middle. He was like, he literally was just like, I have to go. I'll be right back.
I can't.
He left the ER.
I came in here. They're like, why'd you come? I was like, look at the camera. Keep up it forever. Well, if it's anything like that, respect, because that was the worst ever. Oh my heavens.
I think it might have been a fraction of what you were explaining to me. Does sound quite similar to period.
Oh my God. I forget about it. Honestly. Oh, no. Words can't even say on this particular broadcast what would happen.
What if you ended up like a Freaky Friday or like the movie we're talking about today, Apa Nantar? If you were to switch places with one of your parents, I know both would probably be a nightmare, but who would you rather? Like if you had to change bodies with your parent for at least a day, out of the parent, who would you choose?
Oh man, I don't know. My mom is pretty sedentary. She doesn't move around too much. I don't think I could do that. It's probably my dad.
Okay.
My mom just plays with their dogs and.
I would switch with my mom.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your mom's like? Is your mom a very active person? Like, she like have a lot of hobbies and stuff?
No.
Really?
Which is why I would want to like switch and kind of like try to understand that. Because I'm like someone who's very independent. Like I can eat by myself outside and it's like, who cares about what other people think? But then my mom, she's like, I can't do it.
Really?
Oh, so you guys are like a little opposite than
We're
I
very
expected.
different, which is why we bicker a lot. Me and my dad, we have very similar personalities. So I feel like him and I are kind of like the same person. But then me and my mom, like we bicker a lot. We're like polar opposites. So I would like to kind of experience through her body what it would be like.
I don't. I want to switch to Chanu, honestly. Because like, what's it like to look like that and exist in society? Honestly, I really wonder.
Pinim said that the other day.
What, that you would switch it?
No, she would love to be in Chang Won-young's body for a day.
Chang-
Oh,
Won-young?
Chang Won-young. Like, what's it like looking that ethereal in real life? You know what I mean? I just don't understand.
And I was like, no, I don't want to.
Well,
Olive, I don't want to be that popular.
it's just for a day. I think I, can power through it.
Like, I don't want to be that popular. I don't want to be that like Blackpink level of like popularity. I don't want to be IVE popular. Like it would be so stressful. Knowing I don't even know why I became an idol at this point. Because my mentality for like, yeah, I can't.
I'm a big attention seeker, so like I just want to walk down the street and see everybody
Have
look at
people
me.
just
That's
like,
it. I don't want to be like, go and do like dramas and stuff. I don't want to do that. I just want to walk down the street just to see what it's like.
Just basking like how everybody's like looking at you
yes.
and you.
Yes, it is me, in fact.
Signature.
You know what I mean? Never. I don't know. That's a fascinating concept.
Okay. Okay.
You don't want to switch with anybody. No celebrity, no person, no anybody. I think you'd want to switch with your dog, to be honest.
I was just about to say that.
Like, because
I was switching and be like, Luffy, you go out and you try to make some money so mama can stay home and sleep all day.
you drive 2 hours all the way to the radio station.
You can try to be on the road 5 hours a day and see how you feel when you get home. He got a delivery of he got a box delivery today that's waiting outside my door at the moment.
Really?
His like bi-monthly I purchased some food for him, so like dog food plus some treats and stuff like that. So he's gonna be a happy camper this evening.
Isang's dog lives a better life than I do. Like,
Especially the ones in Korea.
shade.
My
Really?
dog lives a
Hampered.
better life than I do. I provide so well
Like,
for my dog.
literally,
It's ridiculous.
I'm eating practically dog food, and her dog is eating like,
Gourmet treats.
Gourmet treats. You know what I mean? I don't know.
There was the one sitting outside is even more pampered. You know that, right? Even more pampered than mine. So we are going to jump into the skit for today. I'm supposed to play an elderly woman.
At least it's not me playing the elderly woman.
Priscilla, you can be whatever age you want to be. It just says 옆집 아주머니, so you can be like older or you can be just like
Be old.
I'm wondering about your old voice.
I'll try. Now I'm nervous.
It's like her second week here in
I know.
Raleigh, like peer pressuring her into doing stuff.
I need
she's
to work
not
on my
ready for.
voice acting.
I'll break you in quick.
Joel, I don't think you need to act too young
Thank God.
because the whole aspect of it kind of has like at least 20s ish of
20s, like rebellious,
like 20s, like I feel like you have a job, so older.
Okay.
So like college maybe if you want to go young.
I've
I think
decided
that's the
I'm going to be a
youngest.
lifeguard.
Okay.
So, okay.
I don't think that's going to be the job description, but okay. Are
Okay.
you guys ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
go.
music cue. Oh, 신나. Oh, I'm so excited to see my son. Oh, I wonder what he got me for this year's Parents' Day. Oh, do you think it'll be a vacation? Oh, maybe some money. Or maybe that massage chair that I've been eyeing. Oh, I hope he gets here soon.
Oh, you seem to be in a good mood.
Oh, it's nothing. It's just my son is making a trip out to see me today.
Ah, the one who's a celebrity. I hear he's handsome.
Oh, well, he did take after my side of the family.
Oh, with Parents' Day coming, I guess he's coming out to see you because of that?
Oh, Tom, I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. Oh, he should be here any minute now.
I knew I should have had a son. Oh, I think he's coming.
Mom, I'm home. I'm hungry. Can you make me something?
Oh, Adir. Oh, was it a long drive? Oh, you're hungry. Oh, of course. Come in.
Mom, how old are you supposed to be in this? Oh, your neighbor is here too. 안녕하셨죠? Hope you've been well.
Oh, mama. And he knows how to respect his elders. Aren't you the sweetest? But, I don't see any present box. Please give your mom her gift now. I'm dying of curiosity.
She's probably got it in the car, or maybe it's not that big. Let's feed him first.
Okay. I'll wait. Can't wait to see what she gets.
Oma, I think I'm gonna take a nap. That meal plus that long drive really took it out of me. Wake me up in an hour, would ya? It has to be exactly an hour, no later. 1 hour, okay?
An hour? Oh, sure. No worries.
So, what did your son say? He's going to give you something in an hour? Is it that big of a surprise?
I have no clue. I guess we'll just have to wait. Oh, maybe it's supposed to be delivered.
Oma, I told you to wake me up in exactly an hour. I came to eat in between a shoot and now I'm late.
You came between a shoot. Son, don't you know what today is?
I'll check my calendar later. I'm late. I'll call you later.
Excuse me. Don't just leave like that.
What happened? What did your son get you?
Oh, if only I knew. So we got a lot of compliments on your voice today, Joel. They said that it was really easy for them to get into that the world kind of revolves around you.
Okay. Oh, you're talking about the skit. Are they talking about me in general?
No, skit.
Oh, okay.
So Aaron was asking, how many years do parents give gifts for Children's Day versus how many years do children give their parents gifts for Parents' Day? So Aaron, for the most part, parents receive Parents' Day gifts until they die. Like ever since you're a kid, because in schools, like in preschools and stuff like that, the kids will make presents for their parents. So like it's a class project. They'll make like a carnation, or they'll buy a carnation, or they'll do something. They'll write something. They'll draw a picture, like all that kind of stuff. We do this in the States as well, but only when the parents feel that, and this is obviously like kind of a case by case per family, but for the most part, it depends on if your parents are gonna want to be acknowledged on Parents' Day or on Mother's Day and Father's Day for a family. But for the most part, yeah, at least the simple carnation or whatever is gifted on these days. So like even if you're at on the way home today, I bet I'm going to be passing by so many convenience stores that are going to have carnations and boxes of chocolate and stuff like that. It's just like, even if it's a simple flower or a simple bouquet, kids get their parents gifts if they have them.
And it's like in your face too. Like you can't just walk by it. It's in your face.
Right. It's one of those things where it's just, and that's kind of why I opened up today's show with like, if you don't have parents or if you're not on good terms with your parents, I'm not going to be one of those people like, it's Parents' Day, do something nice for them. But in Korea, if you're here, it's a guilt trip because it's everywhere. But it's the same thing with Children's Day. It's the same with Teacher's Day too. It's like, it's everywhere. Sitting in there, like write a letter to buy this for your teacher, buy this for your parents. There's carnations here. And it's everywhere.
Yeah. You'll see like for Students' Day, you'll have like some chocolate and Pikachu's in like a kyobo, and then like for Parents' Day it'll be like Daddy Pikachu, and then like, you know what I mean, like Teacher's Day is like a diploma hat on or whatever. You know how it is. Very big on the marketing on the days here. White Day and Black Day. My gosh, they're big on the marketing over here, believe me. And there's a lot of holidays too. So
well, the entire month of May is considered family month because there's Teacher's Day, there's Coming of Age Day, Parents' Day, Children's Day.
There's like 부부의 날 too.
Really?
Yeah.
부부의 날?
5월달에 부부의 날도 있어.
See, once you have kids, and get married, you got to do all these holidays. I have problems even remembering my parents' birthday. You know what I mean? So I forget all this. You got to be kidding me. But I mean, listen.
부부의 날 is not couple day, it's married couples day. I think it was advertised or talked about on one of our shows a couple of years ago as just Couples Day. It's not Couples Day. It's Pupu, Married Couples Day. There's a day for married couples.
Is there a day for solo people?
No.
Isn't Black
Not
Day?
in May.
I mean, Black Day, yeah, but like.
Oh, that's not in May though. Yeah.
That's last month.
Oh yeah.
That's last month. If you wanted to wallow away in your soloness in April, you needed to order some black bean noodles for that.
I've done that before on Black Day. I don't really like jajangmyeon that much.
Really?
I mean, it's all right.
Are you a jampong person then?
I like jajang like 볶음밥.
Oh, the 볶음밥.
I don't know why, but the jajangmyeon, I don't know what we're talking about, but the jajangmyeon makes me so bloated, TMI, but like, I just...
Oh, you don't like the myeon?
Oh, I guess so. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, what were we talking about? We're talking about Parents' Day. Yeah, Parents' Day. I eat jajangmyeon with my parents.
See, that's a popular thing to do.
Yeah.
Priscilla, would you want to go first with the survey that you brought with us today?
Sure. So the first article I have is, when you think of your parents, what are some moments your heart feels tingly, like 뭉클해? So the top answer was when you realize that your parents have aged.
I don't like that.
That was 34%. Next we have when you travel and you go somewhere nice and it reminds you of them. You're like, oh, I wish they came with me. So that was 18.2%. Up next we have no matter how tired they are, they're not resting and they're taking care of you.
I think that can tie in with number one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're hitting that age where you realize what they're doing. It's not like something that's just a given. It's like you realize that they're doing that kind of stuff for you.
Yeah. And it kind of reminded me like you go home and then they make food for you. So like while you're eating, they're also washing the dishes. And it's like, oh, like it looks hard, but like.
Sit down. I just please sit down. You're making me nervous. Sit down, please.
And the number 4 is 8.4%, where it says you're eating food and they're not there experiencing with you.
Okay.
And the last is at 6%, where they say that when your parents never complain, but suddenly they like decide to tell you like the tea or like something that they're struggling with.
Speaking of that, since we're talking about Parents' Day today, with your parents, were they the type of parents that shared that they were like, did they show their humane side? So like, it's not that they were invincible, they were like Superman and Superwoman. Did they actually sit down with the two of you and explain like, you know, if the family's going through like a financial struggle right now, like did they explain that kind of stuff to you? Or did they ever tell you like, you know, so they never opened up about any of the like problems that were going on at home?
No, because there's kids' business and grown folks' business. And
Yeah,
you
it's
don't
always
mix the
like,
two,
shh,
you know?
don't say it in front of the kids. Yeah.
I mean, we're not stupid as kids. Like we figured something might be up, but like I never really asked. Like it's
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like recently is when I realized that my mom is more open to like sharing like, you know, more personal like family issues. Not that it's like anything crazy, but now I feel like an adult because she tells me that stuff. But even when I was younger, like it was always like, don't tell the kids. Don't get the kids involved.
Our
They don't need
family
to know.
just still doesn't talk about that kind of stuff. Like even though I am their son, like there's that our family's business. And like if I ask, I'm sure they tell, but we don't just bring it up in conversation. You know what I mean? Like,
Interesting.
I don't think my mom even tells my brother about it. She just tells me like, shh, like don't tell other people.
yeah.
Huh.
Why was your family more open about stuff like that?
No.
Why are you so surprised?
Well, because you two have better relationships with your parents, so it's more of the ideal. Like, so the concept is always kind of like you would expect that since both of you are on such good terms with your parents, that there was some type of a deeper, like there was more connection in more conversations along the way.
I think that it might be because if my parents had that conversation with me, and we didn't really have this issue, but like if we did, like they'd be afraid that my loud self would go on the playground and be like, "Our family's broke," like you know what I mean? Like I don't think they'd want that, you know what I mean? Because you know, kids they say like everything.
Yeah.
Like, there's
Right.
no
Filter.
filter. Like you know what I mean? You can say some really embarrassing things, you know, for the family side. That's probably why. Plus, I don't think they want to put that kind of budam or that kind of like
pressure
on a little kid. Like, oh, the family's going through a hard time right now. Like, you know, blah blah blah. I would feel that would be why. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, maybe.
Yeah, I think for me, it's like they just didn't want to say anything negative. It's like, ooh, it's
for
like,
the children.
Yeah, it's like for the children. Why do the kids need to know? Don't get them involved.
Yeah.
Oh, no, so our family would talk about stuff, but it would always be in front of us, but not with us. So I lived with my mom's side of the family, and for a big chunk of our lives, our cousins were kind of going back and forth, and a lot of us were raised as, like only child
Yeah.
families, and then like all of a sudden we were thrown together in like this sphere of meeting almost every weekend. And with that, and me living with my aunt for a while, like we had at the maximum like 13 people living in one house at one point, with a 3-bed, 2 bathrooms.
Oh, wow.
It was intense. But when that was all going down, like they would have adult talk. So like, they would start having a few drinks, and then they would start talking about stuff. But a lot of us younger cousins and the kids, like I didn't understand all of Korean at the time. So I wasn't understanding all of the conversation, but I knew it was not good because obviously you can read, body language and stuff like that. And then one of my older cousins, our code for we need to leave the house before because things are about to get pretty gnarly. Like, parents are going to start throwing kids so the bad thing about my mom's side of the family, because they were all sisters, they would always be like, well, you're a kid when they started drinking. So the code for us to leave the house was, and I'm the eldest in the girls' side, so I had an older male cousin. It'd be like, let's go for ice cream. That was our code word for we need to get out of the house because everybody is starting to get really emotional.
Really?
Yeah, and emotional baggage would come out, and by the time we got home, somebody would be sleeping, somebody would be smoking outside, and then like all of them would have bloodshot eyes. And Korean families are so chaotic.
My mom and her siblings, like, oh my gosh, drama. I'll tell you what, you know that if that Ghost Stop set comes out, by the end of the night, everything is going to be going haywire. Every single time. I remember every time they play Ghost Stop, it was always going down. I don't know.
Well, at least they play Ghost Stop. Yeah. That's at least that's a little bit more of a functional family in my perspective. We are doing a Parents' Day special today, and we're kind of all over the place because the movie that was based for Parents' Day today was the father and the daughter switching places. So that's why our question for today is if you could change bodies, or if you change bodies with somebody, like, what would happen, or what would you do? Who would you choose if you had a chance to choose? And that's why the topic is kind of all over the place today, because we started off with just Parents' Day in mind, and then it just kind of raveled. So Joel, did you have any statistics that you wanted to share with us?
I sure did. Okay. All right. Yeah. So basically, this is like, what do you think about your family? And some of these answers are like, I think just as a person that has a good relationship with their family, it's like it makes me kind of sad to see that there's like so many people like this. But yeah, I'm just gonna go through a few of them here. The highest one is at 30.5%, and that anything you do for your family is not a waste, and that they're okay giving everything to their family.
No,
you know what I mean?
Not me.
I mean, that's not me either. I gotta have my own life too, 26.6. This is actually pretty high. They can't express it, but they do love their family. You know what I mean? I make it very clear that I love my family.
Okay.
But not everybody's like that. Let's see. 4.8 says, don't expect too much from me. Like, maybe like, okay, I'm in your life, but like, don't expect anything.
Sorry, that's me.
2.4%. This is sad. Burdensome and feel responsibility loving them. You know what I mean? Like they feel like they have to love them since they're family. Let's see.
That's a lot of family members that don't get along.
Yeah.
Like if you're living with the generation where they're like family, and then there's other people who are just like, no, not family.
Yeah.
3.6% says affectionate only if they see each other occasionally. You know what I mean?
The best.
Yeah. That was ironclad, baby.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Done it.
There we go.
Let's see. 7.3% say they always feel like a strong force that's always going to kill you or protect you. You know what I mean? And 3.1% says, I hate them. I wish I was free. Like, 독립, But you know what I noticed? Okay, I'm bringing it back to my bladder infection again. But when I was sick and I was in the hospital, I realized something very, very, like, that I've never realized until then. So I moved out of my house when I was 18, which is normal for a lot of people in America. I was like 32 when this happened, and I was in the hospital for a week with a very, very severe infection, and I realized that for that moment, I like really missed my mom and dad, and I don't normally feel like that. You know what I mean? Like because I'm so busy with my own life, I'm an adult and stuff. But like for that moment, I was like, I actually called my mom. I was like, "Can you please come to Korea and like stay here?" I was like crying. It was really because it was really bad. Yeah, and my mom was like, 힘내, 한국 못 가. You know, but still, like I felt like I missed like when I was young. And they were there to like take care of me because I was by myself. This was during like the end of COVID. So there was no one there with me for a week. And like, you know what I mean? So I realized that like, no matter how old you get, I'll always be like, they'll always be my parents. You know what I mean?
Like their presence is just like,
like it's very comforting for me. You know what I mean? And I never even thought about something like that until that happened. And I was like, oh man, that was weird. What happened? And then my mom said no. So she didn't come here.
Said thoughts and prayers.
And my dad laughed. He was like, hope you get better.
I think I love your parents.
And my dad just made a bunch of inappropriate jokes. I was like, okay, you know what? Never mind. Bye. Love you, Dad.
Like when you're sick in Korea, like not Korea, you can get the best healthcare you can. Like they can provide. But yeah, whenever I get sick, I think that's like when I feel the saddest. Like if you're by yourself and you get sick, that's when it's just like sick and nobody can make me soup. I have to order I have to order it by my phone by myself, and I have to walk all the way to the door, get out of bed, and then eat everything, and I have to clean everything up, and it's just like I just want to stay in bed all day.
See, I couldn't even do that. So I had the IVs, and I had like 3 of them in my right arm, right here, in between the crutch of my arm. And when they put it in, I wasn't thinking because I was in so much pain that they should have put it in my left arm because I'm right-handed. I can't use chopsticks with this hand or with this hand. So I was eating like sangsangui and gook and stuff with my hands like a caveman. I was like, I wish my mom was here just like feed me because like you know what I mean?
You could have asked them to change the IV.
It hurt so bad. I hate needles. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to power through somehow. Pick the bones out with my fingers and eat it with my hands, whatever. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was really strange.
Korean hospital food is way better, I think, in quality than anywhere else, too.
Really good. And it was so cheap. Compared to, and I went to the Big S, in Gangnam, the Big S hospital. And let me tell you,
were you in how many people were in your room?
Listen, the check's not long enough to get my own room. So I was in there with about 6 grandpas, but you ever slept in a room with 6 grandpas? The snoring is incredible. Good thing they had me sedated because there's no way I would have slept in there if I didn't. God bless S Hospital though. You guys really saved me.
That would be hard.
It was
awful.
awful.
With strangers.
Oh no,
They probably snore.
I was glad because you know what though? Okay.
Well, but in Korea though, in general, like I've noticed that it's really impossible to sleep anyways because nurses, like the night nurses, come in like every hour to check your blood pressure, to check if your IV's okay. So you barely get any sleep as it is. So if you're alone like that, I feel that getting those kind of rooms is the best.
Yeah.
To have people there because you don't feel so alone. Well, like even though you are alone, like you don't feel as alone.
Like I was pretty friendly with the nurses because they made me go to the bathroom every 2 hours, so they came every 2 hours. So I wasn't like I was totally alone, but
that's what I mean. Like they're always coming in and checking on you, so you barely get any sleep unless you're like out anyways.
In an intensive care unit, you're like slipping in and out of consciousness.
Yeah, it's really hard to stay.
I must say, listen.
Health is wealth.
Health is wealth.
Let's be healthy.
I realized something. The ability to walk is a lot in life because I couldn't walk for a couple of weeks, so it was pretty bad. But.
Oh yeah, and in Korea, that's terrible.
Oh,
that's terrible.
You're kidding me.
So we have brought our Parents' Day special too, and even though it's kind of all over the place, today we are always all over the place. But I think it was the first time our topic was a little all over the place. At least that was our organization up until now, but it was a little cray today. It's fine because next week is going to be another holiday.
Oh yeah. Yes.
So we got this track as our last track for today, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye! I hope you enjoyed this episode of our What If. Don't forget to catch us on the weekdays from 2 to 3 p.m. Korea Standard Time on a Wednesday. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to check in next week.